The sights and sounds of Barbados provided a snapshot of what the island has to offer before a sizable audience in this arena and many others who tuned in online. The showcase was capped with an invitation from Prime Minister Mia Amor Mottley, who was in attendance, along with senior government and tourism officials, as well as the cultural practitioners. She encouraged those who traversed the Barbados Pavilion, where several aspects of the island are on display, to visit the Caribbean country. She shared the island's successes, pointing out that Barbados is building global citizens with Bajan roots.
In spite of being in the middle of a pandemic, and in spite of being in an International Monetary Fund program, our country has made a determination that if we are to produce global citizens with Bajan roots, we must open our hearts and open our doors. And it is against that backdrop that we took the decision to establish an embassy here in Abu Dhabi, which will formally open tomorrow. I hope that with the appointment of our ambassador and with the opening of that embassy, that you in this country will recognize that we are serious about building the deep relationships and creating the opportunities for business that hitherto may not have been there.
Ms. Mottley noted that despite the challenging environment and uncertain times, Expo Dubai has brought together the people of the world.
We would love not to be seeing war and conflict. We would love not to be in the midst of a pandemic. We would love not to be in the midst of economic uncertainty that will make lives more difficult for so many of our people globally. And if we are to come out of this period, the one way we will do it is by building bridges and by respecting diversity in our world. This World Expo is the platform and a microcosm of what is possible when we come together and recognize that our common humanity binds us, and that if we take the time to understand each other, there is so much more that we have in common than separates us.
Meanwhile, the UAE emphasized its thriving relationship with Barbados. It said the island is one of its trusted partners in the Caribbean.
Particularly in relation to the UAE Caribbean Renewable Energy Fund initiative, which seeks to develop renewable and weather-resistant energy projects. We are also pleased that Barbados will be establishing a permanent presence through its embassy in Abu Dhabi, which is set to open later this month, and hope to build on the existing partnership between our two countries as we explore the potential for further collaboration.
The Barbados National Day also included a climate crisis youth forum hosted by the Prime Minister, a culinary pod featuring Barbadian expert chef Trayvon Stout, and a folklore performance with top Barbadian acts. The curtain will come down on Expo Dubai 2020 on March 31st. Kishmar St, Juste, CBC News.